I'm gonna rest. I never switch. Ice in the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous. They act like they made us. You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that hate us. I make a lot of new money. When it's not saving. You be liking my flavor. I think it's cause ice on the wrist. On the wrist. On the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist.
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast L.A. skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and our home team. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Let's get the ball.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Complete to number 13, T.Y. Hilton.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Looking deep for Hilton. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
The first down pass.
All day, baby. Let's go.
Number 13.
Let's go.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Cheetah.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Slow it in. 59. Go, go, go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And it's complete. Henry. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. This is Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 31, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long for Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in a big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's see what you got.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one.
Hey, team 6. Hey. Watch Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now Gordon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Don't get nervous.
Ito Smith, his first carry. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
18 Gator. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, Alpha. Go. Get ready. No. Check it.
Now back to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now Prescott, he's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study, understanding what they like to do, and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Ready, set. 52. Mike 52. I'm here all day. Snap.
Freeman again, a first down carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Delta. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Look at me. Zipper. Protein spill. Mike.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. It's caught. Jones. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. This is Freeman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Falcons have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. From midfield now on second down. Prescott. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Prescott from the gun. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Five. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. I'm coming out to you.
Looking to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
52 is the Mike, boy. 52. Go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
27.
Prescott. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now it's Jackson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
On third down, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Shoot.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We want it. Come to my work. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Come on. Good.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down again. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
He's crashing.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready up. Hey, 1, Any weapon. 52 the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike 50. Hey! 3 buds.
Second and 14. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf. 6'6", bullet high. Hey, high 7. 52 the mic, boy. 52. I got you. Now.
They'll set up to throw. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught inside the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Go.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's Gordon, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
That's track. 50 seconds to Mike. Hey, kill.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Desmond King making the tackle. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Falcons on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Suckup for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 24, Chargers 14. Ryan Suckup set the kick.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott now. Got his man. It's Williams. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Go, get out there.
Prescott yet again. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, Mike 52.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Badgley able to knock this one through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they got their field goal, gets them back within a score. Now for the onside kick. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Tight dog. Back, Leo. Check 3. 36. Joker.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. Freeman. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now it's Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's put that team on the clock.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does